Hi Reza, hope you're doing well. This is Mohammed, and I'm presenting my assignment 4. So after I've done some research, I decided to use a flower data set from Kaggle. So basically, I'm going to do flower recognition using CNN, and there's going to be four major parts to this assignment, which I will start with importing the various modules that I need. Then I will be preparing the data. I will start the modeling, and at the end, I will evaluate the model performance and also plot the model. So I will start by mounting my Google Drive and going to that specific folder that I created and start downloading my dataset. And after that, I will unzip it. So here I will start importing the modules that I will be using in this assignment. For example, the layers that I will be using for my model and libraries from Keras and so on. So here I'm basically saving the directory of each flower types into these variables. And here, by this function, by calling this function, I'm basically trying to train each directory, each flower types, basically get them to the training validation sets. So after I'm calling this function and passing the directory and the basically the flower type, I will make those training validation sets. Uh, After that, you can see that I've decided to print out some of the flowers pictures randomly, so you can see how it looks. Each flower's name is on top. So as we go on, so after labeling coding my array, so basically giving each flower type, setting them to a number, for example, set daisy to 0 or set a rose to 1. I will be splitting my training and validation set. So here is where I will be adding layers. So I will start explaining what each layer does, and after that, I'm going to do data augmentation to prevent overfitting. So let me actually start with what each layer does. So I'm using count2v 2D in the beginning, which is basically a layer that creates convolution kernel that is wind with layers input, which helps to produce tensor of outputs. I'm having max pooling 2D. So basically, this is a pooling operation that calculates the maximum or largest value in each patch. I'm having the same thing with just different kernel size in the bottom. I have flatten. So flatten operation is basically it's going to do a reshape. It's going to reshape the tensor to have the shape that is equal to the number of elements. I have dense, which is the most common and frequently used layer, and it comes below the other operation, and it will basically return the output. And we also have the dropout, which I think you mentioned in your in the assignment 4 description. So usually the use of dropout layer is to prevent neural networks from overfitting, because the outputs of the layer under the dropout are randomly subsampled, and it has the effect of reducing the capacity of basically thinning the network. So here, as I said, I'm doing the data augmentation, which is basically a technique to artificially create new training data from my own existing training data. So as you can see from here, so I'm not going to go to details, but what I'm doing in here is basically like randomly zoom on some images, like here, or rotate some of the images in the range between 0 to 180. or randomly shift images horizontally. That's These are some of the operations that I'm doing here. uh, as I go on. So here I have the compile method. Basically, I'm compiling my model, and you can see a summary of it, which will show the layers, the different layers that I'm using. So and at the end, I'm basically fitting the model and using the data augmentation that I created above. And I've tested with 25 epochs, which it wasn't like accurate enough. So I decided to go with 50 epochs and 128 batch size. Yeah, it took me a while to finish this 50 epochs. But at the end, I got the result and I plotted into a diagram. We could see some sign of overfitting, I think. So as you can see, the accuracy is increasing and it will stop at some point and start decreasing. So as you can see here, it will go up to 82 and then it will start decreasing to 81, 80. If you can see here, uh, we have 50 epochs and this is our loss. So it will start from like I think 7 to 8, and it will start decreasing as we go on with the epochs. And as you can see, the loss is getting lower each time. So this is basically what I've decided to do for assignment 4. I think um, I've decided to basically use the most recent thing that we've learned in the course and not going too much back. So I've decided to use some of the assignment 3 materials and some of the assignment 2. uh, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope I explained everything well. And thanks for your time. And it was a great semester. Thank you again. Have a good day.